What if I told you that you could live off rental income without ever working again, and without putting more money out of your pocket? It's not magic, it's strategy, and it has a name you might have heard. Or maybe not, BRRRR. It's a smart way to invest in real estate that lets you use the same money over and over again to build passive income and real freedom. You don't need to be a millionaire. You don't need experience. You just need to understand how this method works and apply it with a clear head. In this video, I'll show you step-by-step how to use the BRRRR strategy from scratch, without complicated theories or numbers that make you second-guess. And let me warn you, once you understand this, there's no going back. Stay until the end, because the final step is where everything multiplies. Step 1. Buy. Purchase with strategic vision. Everything starts with the purchase, but it's not about buying the prettiest house on the block. You're not looking for beauty. You're looking for opportunity disguised as a problem. The key here is simple. Buy low so you can increase value later. How do you do that? By finding properties that need improvements. Old paint, worn floors, outdated kitchen, broken windows, nothing that can't be fixed. Avoid two extremes. Perfect properties, there's nothing left to improve. Completely destroyed ones, you'll drown in repair costs. Aim for the middle ground, ugly on the outside, valuable on the inside. And one more thing, it's not just the property that matters. The location matters too. Look for areas with strong rental demand, places where people want to live. If you buy cheap but no one wants to rent, you gain nothing. This step isn't just buying, it's seeing what others don't. It's having investor vision, not emotional buyer vision. That's how the BRRRR game begins. Buy smart, and you open the door to everything that comes next. Step 2. Rehab. Renovate with strategy. Now that you own the property, it's time for the real transformation. You're not remodeling for fun, you're renovating with a purpose, to increase the property's value and make it attractive for renters. Focus your energy on what really matters. Kitchen, bathrooms, floors, paint, facade. No luxury upgrades, just what's essential to make it clean, modern, and livable. You don't win by spending more. You win by investing smart. Every dollar must have a purpose, raise value and speed up the rental. Have a clear plan, a realistic budget, and ideally, a trustworthy team. If you can't do the work yourself, hire reliable contractors. And here's a key tip. Document everything. Before and after photos, receipts, costs, all of it. Because that will be crucial when it's time to refinance. But be aware, time is money. Every day without a tenant is money lost. So work quickly, but without sacrificing quality. This is the step where value is built, where a regular house becomes a real investment. Step 3. Rent. Rent out with intelligence. You've renovated, you've upgraded. Now it's time to make the property work for you. This is the step where the property starts generating income. And that's not just key for your wallet, it enables the next step, refinancing. But don't just rent for the sake of renting. First, set a competitive rent price. Look at similar rentals in the area. Don't make up a number. Research, compare, ask property managers. Make sure the rent covers all your expenses, mortgage, insurance, taxes, and still gives you positive cash flow. That's what we call cash flow. This is how your investment becomes sustainable. But none of this matters if you choose the wrong tenant. A bad tenant can destroy everything. Do background checks, verify income, get references. Take your time. Don't get desperate. Don't want to deal with that? Hire a property manager. It's an expense, but it can be worth every penny if it avoids major headaches. Remember, this property is no longer just a house. It's now an asset generating monthly income. And once that income is stable, you're ready for the step every investor loves, refinancing. Step 4. Refinance. Get your capital back without selling. Here's where the magic happens. After buying smart, renovating strategically, and renting wisely, now you recover your investment. And the best part? You don't have to sell the property. In this step, you apply for a new loan, a traditional mortgage, not based on what you paid, but based on the new value of the property. And because you made it worth more, thanks to your renovations, the bank lends you more money. With that, you repay the original loan if you used one, and get your initial capital back. In other words, you keep the asset, and also get your money back. This is the trick smart investors use to buy multiple properties without having to save from scratch each time. Now, not every bank understands this strategy. You need to look for lenders who are familiar with how BRRRR works. Have your receipts, photos, contracts, and financial statements ready. Do it professionally, do it right. And here's a crucial point. Make sure that even with the new mortgage, your property still generates positive cash flow. When you finish this step, you own a rented, renovated, income-producing property, and your capital is free again. Guess what comes next? Repeat and scale. Step 5. Repeat. Scale your financial freedom. Now that you've recovered your capital, you're not at the end. You're at the starting line. With money in hand, you can do something most people never manage. Start again without having to save again. That's the true power of the BRRRR strategy. You bought smart, renovated with purpose, rented strategically, refinanced, and now you repeat. But this time faster, smarter, and with a network you already know. Contractors, agents, lenders, managers. Every property you add increases your monthly cash flow, your net worth, and your freedom. And you do it without needing new capital every time. See what's happening? You're not just buying houses, you're building a system that works for you. Many investors start with one property and end up with 10, 20, or more, using this same formula over and over. Of course, it's not easy. It takes patience, planning, and discipline. But if you stay consistent, growth becomes inevitable. This is how real, stable, and repeatable wealth is built, without being tied to a job or relying on anyone. What you've just seen isn't a trendy theory. It's a proven strategy that's helped thousands break free from the grind, using just one thing: long-term vision. The BRRRR strategy isn't for people looking for shortcuts. It's for those willing to think differently, to buy when others hesitate, to transform what others overlook, to rent with care, and to recover their capital without giving up the asset. It's a system for those who understand that financial freedom isn't bought, it's built. Today, this might just be knowledge, but tomorrow, it could be your first property, your first passive income, your first step toward a life without chains. Subscribe if this message resonated with you. Share this video with someone who needs to wake up. And don't leave yet. The next recommended video might change the way you see investing forever.